Welcome to PLICBooks. This video will give you an overview of the main software functions you'll be using to create your yearbook. Let's get started. Once you've logged in, you'll be greeted with the PLICBooks dashboard. This screen displays helpful information from the studio along with some basic book details. On the left is the main menu. This menu will allow you to navigate to different areas of the program. Let's take a look at the most important functions you'll be working with from the main menu. First, we have the Users area. This screen displays all the users currently attached to your school organization. From here, you can do things like create and remove users, adjust their access levels, and assign pages to specific users. Click the Create User button at the top to make a new account. In the window that appears, fill out the user's name, email address, set your school organization, and select a role for the user. Selecting different roles will display their abilities in the lower portion of the window. When complete, click OK, and the user will receive an email invite to set up their account. To modify existing user accounts, click the Actions drop-down menu for a specific user. The Actions menu gives you the options to edit the user's name, change their user role, edit their page assignments, send them a welcome back message, or delete their account. Next, let's check out the Candid Photos area. This area is where you can upload candid images for use in the yearbook. The drop-down box at the top lists all the albums you have created to organize your images. Select an album to view thumbnails of the images in the area below. The three colored icons next to this drop-down box will allow you to create an album, delete an album, or edit an album's name and parent folder. Once you have an album created and selected in the drop-down, click the gray Upload button to add your images. In this dialog, select an option to locate your image files, then follow the on-screen prompts to upload your images. Once complete, you will see thumbnails of your images in the lower portion of the screen. Within the thumbnails, you can hover over an image to display some icons for various functions. You will also see an icon displaying how many times an image has been used in the book and the pages on which it appears. You can also click images to select them and then move them to a different album. Finally, in the upper right corner is a guest URL. Each Candid album has a unique link attached to it. You can copy this link and send it to anyone, which will allow them to upload images directly to the software. The Yearbook Advisor gets to review and approve the images before they are automatically moved into their designated folders. The last area we'll cover from the dashboard is Subject Management. Subject Management is where you will handle all the portrait data for your yearbook. Tasks like editing names, or moving, adding, or removing subjects are all done here. Your portraits will be organized into batches based upon a specific dataset, such as teacher or grade. These batches are shown in the horizontal scroll bar running along the upper area of the screen. Click the batch headers to switch between them. If you need to make a new subject batch, click the green plus icon above the batch scroll bar. The blue button with the printer icon allows you to generate and download a subject directory. The Parent Portrait Upload feature allows you to easily collect portraits for students who were not photographed. To the right of that button, you may see a warning notification that you can click to review subjects for issues, like duplicated subjects or low-resolution images. In the upper right is a search bar to filter for subjects by name. Below the scroll bar, each subject is represented with a card that shows their portrait thumbnail, their name, and associated data. Each subject batch first contains an empty subject card, which you can use to add a portrait for a subject that does not currently exist. Click the green plus icon on this card, fill out the data fields, and then click the Upload button to locate your image file. If you don't have an image, a placeholder will be automatically inserted. When complete, the new subject will be added to the batch in alphabetical order. On an existing subject, You can edit their name or other data by clicking the Edit button on their subject card. The Options button allows you to adjust some special settings for a subject, such as setting a staff flag to place the subject first in the batch, or adding salutation and title data to be displayed within specific layouts. Moving or copying a subject is a simple drag and drop process. Hover over the subject's portrait thumbnail, then click and drag that thumbnail to a different batch along the scroll bar. Need to remove a subject entirely? Follow the same process and drag the portrait thumbnail to the trash batch at the end of the scroll bar. Now, let's get into designing your yearbook. Click the Go to Book button at the top of the dashboard to access the Book Composer, and we'll go over the basics. The Book Composer displays your yearbook pages in the center of the screen, starting with the front cover and ending with the back cover. Around the outside of every page, there are two margin areas: the safe zone, where elements may be cut off during production, and the bleed, where elements will definitely be trimmed off during production. Be sure to pay close attention to these areas as you work on the book in order to avoid important elements being cut off. Below the book are navigation buttons used to move between pages or jump to a specific page. To the left of the navigation buttons are undo and redo buttons, and a countdown to your submission deadline. To the right, you'll see a page counter and a zoom function. In the upper right corner of the screen is the Actions menu. This menu allows you to quickly jump back to the dashboard, subject management, or the Candid Photos areas, as well as access other administrative functions and settings. The batch scroll bar from Subject Management is located at the top of the screen. To place a class into the book, drag and drop one of the batches onto a page. Different layout styles are available via the Class Layouts category in the left sidebar. Drag the new layout onto your class page, and PLICBooks will reformat everything for you. Hover your mouse over your portraits to pull up sizing options. Further formatting can be done to other aspects of the layout by clicking on the name text, the portraits, the header text, or by dragging over options from the Class Behavior category in the left sidebar. The left sidebar also contains preset Candid layouts, backgrounds, and masks to change the shape of image frames. To use any of these items, simply drag them over from the sidebar into the page. The right sidebar contains clip art, Candid Photos, basic design elements like shapes and empty image frames, and access to individual subject portraits. These items also utilize drag and drop functionality for placement on the page. When you select an element on a page, you will see sizing and rotation handles appear around the edges, as well as a toolbar for adjusting various formatting options. Text boxes can be created by double-clicking into an empty area of the page, or by dragging over the text box element from the Design Elements category in the right sidebar. Text boxes also have a formatting toolbar that appears when selected. In the upper outside corner of every page is an orange gear icon. Click the orange gear icon to reveal a menu that will allow you to do things like save a custom Candid layout, adjust background settings, render a page to a PDF, or lock a page from editing. On cover pages, you will see a green ribbon instead of the orange gear icon. This ribbon will open a menu with similar options, as well as a button to submit the cover design you've created in PLICBooks to the studio for proofing. Viewing a cover page also makes the Themes option in the left sidebar available. Dragging over a theme will place matching backgrounds and text styling on every page of the yearbook. The last thing to mention here is the Preview button at the bottom center of the screen. Clicking the Preview button will bring up a window with thumbnails of each page in your book. If you need to reorder your pages, drag and drop the thumbnails into place. At the bottom of the window are a couple of buttons, one to render a proof PDF of your entire book, and another button that will finalize your yearbook and submit it to the studio. Please keep in mind that Strawbridge Studios requires further action for final print submission beyond just submitting from PLICBooks. We recommend you refer to your yearbook planning guide for details. Thank you for choosing Strawbridge Studios and PLICBooks for your yearbook. If you have any questions or need assistance, please reach out to your yearbook representative or our yearbook support team.